Billy Graham, one of the most influential spiritual leaders in history, was born on November 7, 1918, in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. He grew up on a small dairy farm, where his parents, Frank and Morrow Graham, taught him the values of hard work, honesty, and faith. As a teenager, Billy was not deeply religious, but in 1934, at the age of 16, his life changed forever when he attended a revival meeting led by evangelist Mordecai Ham. That night, he gave his life to Jesus Christ, an experience that defined his future and became the turning point of his destiny. After finishing school, Billy studied at Bob Jones College, then at the Florida Bible Institute, and finally graduated from Wheaton College in Illinois in 1943. During his college years, he met Ruth Bell, the daughter of Christian missionaries from China. They married soon after graduation, forming a strong bond that lasted over 6 decades. Billy began his journey as a young pastor and later joined the Youth for Christ movement, traveling across the United States to preach the gospel to young audiences. His natural charisma, humble tone, and powerful voice made him stand out among preachers. In 1949, he became world famous after his Los Angeles Crusade, an event that was meant to last 3 weeks but continued for 8 weeks due to massive public interest. Reporters, celebrities, and thousands of ordinary people filled the tents every night to hear his message of hope and salvation. Newspapers called him America's pastor, and soon Billy Graham became a household name. Over the next 50 years, he traveled across more than 185 countries, preaching to over 215 million people in person and reaching hundreds of millions more through radio, television, and film. His message was always simple, yet powerful. God loves you and has a plan for your life. He spoke in stadiums, open fields, and even behind the Iron Curtain during the Cold War, bringing faith to people who had never heard such words before. Billy Graham became the spiritual counselor for every U.S. president from Harry Truman to Barack Obama, guiding them in times of national crisis and personal challenge. Despite his global fame, Billy remained a man of deep humility, never seeking wealth or power. He was known for his integrity and his ability to unite people beyond race, politics, or nationality. His organization, the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association, BGEA, produced countless radio and TV programs, magazines, and global crusades, all focused on spreading the message of faith, forgiveness, and peace. He also authored several best-selling books, including Peace with God and How to Be Born Again. Throughout his ministry, Billy Graham spoke against racial segregation, encouraged unity, and stood firm on moral and biblical values. His wife, Ruth Bell Graham, remained his strongest supporter until her passing in 2007. In his later years, Billy suffered from Parkinson's disease, but continued to inspire people with his unwavering faith. In 2005, at the age of 86, he delivered his final public crusade in New York City, where tens of thousands gathered to hear him one last time. When asked about death, he once said, "My home is in heaven. I'm just traveling through this world." On February 21, 2018, at the age of 99, Billy Graham passed away peacefully at his home in Montreat, North Carolina. His death marked the end of an era, but his message still lives on in the hearts of millions. Today, Billy Graham is remembered as the pastor to presidents, the voice of the century, and the man who spoke to the world. His life remains a symbol of faith, humility, and dedication to God's purpose. From a simple farm boy to a global preacher who reached every corner of the earth, Billy Graham proved that one life fully surrendered to faith can change the entire world.